Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be driving my Tesla Model 3 using hardware 3 running FSD 12.6.4, and we're going to stop from a little parallel parking here. I put it in drive already, so all I have to do is press down on the right stick, and we're going to go. Got out of that spot very nicely, and now we're coming up to a stop sign. Stops for 1 second, and that was really good. I was okay with that. Sometimes it stops for a very long time and I need to press the accelerator to get it going, but now we're making our way. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe, because I post videos about hardware 3 all the time. A lot of you guys were asking, like, you know, I didn't even know hardware 3 even could do FSD, which is kind of crazy because I feel like hardware 3 have had FSD for a very long time. But that's why I like to make these videos, so you guys could you know, find out more about FSD, Tesla's hardware 3, and maybe see if this is the right fit for you. You know, that's kind of why I created this channel and why I make these videos. We're going to be making a right at this light, so it's going to be seeing the cars come in. I think after this car will be fine, and it's creeping and we're good. Hug the corner there, and it made that turn very well. And now we're going around the speed limit here. I prefer to go slow, so it's going just the right speed, because, you know, this is a school area, so, you know, people are jaywalking, crossing the street, you know, getting to where they need to be. And yeah, it gets over around that car on the side there that pulled over. Now we're just making it through this intersection, following this Volkswagen here. I think that's the electric one too. I really like those ones. I feel like those might be a really good value. I think I do have my speed offset set a little lower, so I think it's just gonna go the speed limit, which is fine. A lot of you guys are asking about my steering wheel. That's probably the most commented thing. Everybody always asks, what happened to my steering wheel? You know, my steering wheel looks ugly, it looks bad, I need to change it. And yeah, you're right, my steering wheel does look pretty bad. I'm more of like, if it works, then I'm fine. I don't really care. I don't want to spend the money and fix it just for aesthetic reasons. Like, I can still grip the wheel, I can still like turn, I can still use the car, which is, you know, my main priority. If the car works, then I'm fine. I don't really want to spend the money to fix something that just visually bothers me. It just doesn't really you know, fit in my priorities. But I understand why it might be very ugly for you guys, because you guys are looking to get a Tesla and stuff, and seeing this might scare you, might make you feel like, oh no, like these cars are really bad. And in terms of build quality, yeah, I would say so. I would say these cars are pretty much worse than a lot of cars you might find. I've owned Toyotas, I've owned Acuras, I've owned Lexuses, so I'm judging it from mainly their like from their build quality. And this ain't no Toyota, and this definitely ain't no Lexus. But in terms of technology, this blows all those cars. This Volkswagen is going to be making a left here, and I wonder what Tesla's going to do now, or the FSD. I thought it was going to go around, but it is like a bike lane there, so I guess it's not really a safe place to really do that. Now we're going to be driving down these roads here, these slower roads. I'm just keeping this the speed whatever it thinks it's safe. Going the speed limit's fine. If there's cars behind me piling up, then I'll increase the speed limit. Obviously, I don't want to create like a traffic situation, but if the car doesn't want to speed, I'm fine with that. I honestly prefer not to speed, you know, especially after getting my tire, getting a flat tire with that bolt or whatever. If you guys haven't seen that video, check out that video where I go and well, check out the video before where you guys can see the tire like a loud bang while driving, and then the video after where I actually go fix it. And yeah, we're gonna be going in this left lane here. We're gonna be making a left and then eventually getting onto the highway. The light has turned green. Slowly creeping. Staying a good distance from the car in front of us. Slowly accelerating. Very smooth. This car is coming through. There's another car. What is that car going to do? It's going to come through. And now we're clear. And we make that left very nicely. I also got my Tims. If you guys are Canadian, you guys know you can't really go about your day without Tims. I guess coffee in general, like Starbucks and stuff. It doesn't really matter what you guys get. But yeah, it's following this road, even though this road's pretty horrible in terms of like bumps and lanes and just how it just goes around. It's kind of cool how it's just following the road and pretty much being centered. It's not guessing where the road is. There's some debris on the road actually. We didn't hit them, hopefully. I don't want to fix another tire. That would be bad. You're going to be making a right here. There is a pretty bad hole here that I hit quite frequently actually. So hopefully it doesn't hit it. I think we'll be fine. It's right there. Yeah, man, we kind of hit it. Then we make a right. Car pulls over to the side. It goes around that very smoothly, very nicely, while accelerating and staying a good distance behind this Nissan, which was really good. I like that. I'm going to be making a left, kind of going straight actually. So we stop. I'm going to press the accelerator. Sometimes in stop signs it does take a long time, especially when it it gets to a stop sign and it's the first car and it's like, what do I do? Usually when there's a car that's already going, it kind of like understands which position it's in. Obviously I could just let it do it, but I like to make sure the flow of traffic is good. So I don't want to make things slow for everybody else on the road. So I'm just gonna press the accelerator when it's slow like that. But it can still do the stop sign. So if you guys know you have to go, and if you guys know that it's your turn, might as well just press the accelerator. Make sure to get through that stop sign. We're gonna be making a right at this light here, crossing the streetcar tracks. Can't see my eyes. I think it's the lighting situation. It is kind of dark in the car right now. The sun is like directly above me somehow. We're gonna be making a right here. Gonna press the accelerator just a bit. There are some cars behind us. Even with all the streetcar tracks on the road and stuff, it still is able to figure out the lanes, and it gets over to the right very nicely. And now I'm gonna increase the speed offset because we are on a road that could go 50, 60 now. I would have personally stayed in the right lane as we're getting onto the highway, and the highway is literally right there, so we'll see what it does. Well, it most likely will get back to the right lane. I don't think it's gonna miss it. And yeah, if you guys been enjoying the videos, be sure to comment down below what you guys think. Like, would you guys consider FSD? Would you guys consider a Tesla if that? A lot of you guys are definitely in the EV space. A lot of you guys own an EV and love seeing EVs, and personally probably just want FSD to come to your EV. And I really hope that. I really hope other car manufacturers make FSD. And we're getting over to the right here. Just prepare for the 400 exit or entrance ramp. Switching over to the right lane here. This is the ramp soon. Usually I'm in chill or standard. I don't really know what I'm in right now, so it'll show me what I am at the top of the screen. When we get onto the highway, we're taking this curve very nicely. It's a big gap from the car in front of us, but that's fine. And we are in standard mode, so it's gonna go a little faster, switch a lot more lanes, and stay more in the further lanes to the left. So we're getting up to speed while also keeping a good distance. We're initiating the lane change here. it kind of cuts off that Volkswagen to our left, but we were running out of lane there, so, and the car in front of us is going a little slow. Doing another lane change. That truck, good tight squeeze there. Cars are trying to make a left here. Very aggressive braking. All the cars are coming to a stop. Makes another lane change. That's kind of crazy. Lots of lane changes, especially when cars are stopping, is probably not a good idea. When cars are slowing down, I usually slow down and focus on making sure it's a safe deceleration. And then when cars are up to speed and we're all at like 100, then I'll do lane changes. But I mean, we're still safe and nothing really bad was like happening, so I guess I did it really safely there, which is really cool seeing a system like that handle some really fast-paced situations. And we are around, you know, going just below the speed limit, but the cars, you know, the cars are all going pretty slow. Going to be making a lane change to the right. A car is in both those lanes there, which was weird. And now it's clear, so now we're making it over. And did that very well. Highway driving, I'm usually pretty happy with the Hardware 3 FSD 12.6.4. And yeah, this is kind of where the system really shines, and these older Teslas might be a way better value. It's just with newer Teslas, I have no idea, like Hardware 4, Hardware whatever the newer ones are. I just don't know what it's like to own a new Tesla. So if you guys own a new Tesla, use the latest FSD. Let us know, like, what's it like with the latest FSD? Is the newest FSD really that much better than this? How would you compare it to this driving? Yeah, that would be cool to see. I definitely want to get a new FSD, new Tesla eventually, but not right now. I'm pretty happy with my Tesla. And we are just cruising comfortably, following the curves of the road. Just going just below the speed limit, but it's fine. No cars are piling up behind us, giving good distance. Everybody's driving really nice today. A lot of people overtaking me. Yeah, the drive is just very comfortable, very relaxing. If I was in that traffic, FSD would make that traffic a lot more easier for me. But we're going to be getting off at this exit. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I post videos like this one literally every day, so every time you check the channel, there would always be new shorts, new videos, so you guys could always check out, you know, what's FSD doing, how Hardware 3 is handling the roads, and what's it like to daily drive a Tesla and use FSD. Check out some of the links in the description. It will really help support the channel, guys. And comment down what you guys think. How did FSD perform today? And you know, did it perform safe? Did it perform the way you think? Is it too aggressive? Is it too like jittery? What do you guys think? And if you guys own a Tesla, be sure to comment your opinion as well, because I know a lot of people are looking to get you know, an older Tesla, a used Tesla, and they have a lot of questions. So comment down below. Hopefully everybody can answer your questions. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace. See you guys in the next video.